I get started, I'd like to briefly explain my 7 energy point chakra spread. The cards on the left are the unconscious inner self. The card in the center is the heart. And the 3 cards on the right are the conscious foreself. The card on the bottom left is the base of your spine. It's a combination of many things, from past lives to tragic or cherished childhood memories up to the present. We're always culling and bringing new things into our lives and evolving. That's why I'm calling it sourcings and urgings instead of foundation. The second card up is your pelvic or sacrum. And this is awakening or arousing. This is where your spiritual awakening is, and growth of all kinds, and includes your sexual prowess. This can be a cosmic life breath. The cosmos has natural laws that live in harmony, but we don't always live in harmony with them. The top left-hand card is the solar plexus, or what I consider sensing and feeling. This is where you get those gut feelings about something when they're right or wrong. This is also a universal life force, contrary to a cosmic life breath. This is where chaos ensues in our lives. The center card is the heart of the matter, or the situation. We're always asking questions. Why did this happen, and what's going to happen next? The heart of the matter must connect with the unconscious and the conscious, so we can leave our shadow self in the dust. Another Jungian reality here. And maybe have more of an understanding of what's happening in our lives. The card on the bottom right is the throat, or what I consider communicating and teachings. It has to do with how we accept the rules of society and how we live our life. Are you living a conservative, orthodox life, or more of a new wave, do what you want kind of life? The second card up is the third eye, or seeing or envisioning. It's more of bringing things from a linear to a 3-dimensional perspective. The third eye is our pineal gland in the center of our brain that's activated by light. So this can also be considered enlightenment. The card on the top right is the crown, our knowing and understanding. You can have a lot of knowledge, but if you cannot apply this knowledge wisely, it's not wisdom. In the past, I used to pull a hidden Rider-Waite card as I was doing the readings, but for logistic reasons, I'm going to be pulling all of the cards at once, and then putting these clarification cards alongside each of the main cards as I'm telling the story of the reading. The subtitles will direct you through this so you don't lose track of what's going on and where I'm at and what card I'm reading. And then on the left, I'll be putting a past card, and on the right, I'll be putting a future card. And then underneath, there'll be a Doreen Virtue Messages of the Angels card. And on with the readings. Hi there, Scorpio. As you noticed in my planetary introduction, 5 planets at some point in April are retrograde, and this energy is causing discord, disagreements, arguments. And with Mercury going retrograde, I believe April 9th, it'll be causing misunderstandings. And Venus has been retrograde and will be until mid-April. And this is causing relationship problems. Everybody's a wreck. And I see the other signs are finding various ways of dealing with this so they can pseudily progress. But you're slipping under the radar. You're on an upswing. Good things are going to be happening to Scorpio, and for good reasons. Since 2012, you've been under the grindstone. Saturn was in your sign for over 2 years. And then it went into your second house of Sagittarius for values, finances, career, property. And it's wreaking havoc there too. And it won't be leaving until near the end of 2017. When that happens, it's going to be a home free thing. And also, too, is that Jupiter, on October 10th, 2017, the planet of luck, is going into your sign for over a year. Whatever happens in 2018 is going to set the foundation for many years in the future. So make sure you're prepared and getting ready to make a good life, because it's coming. And I can see right now from this reading that it's starting, but it's going to start slow. But I know you're going to take a breath of relief. Oh, finally, I'm going to catch a break here. Let's go into the reading. The bottom left-hand card for the base of your spine for sourcing and urgings is the Death card. You're going through a transformation, or you're starting a transformation. You're going to start culling things, particularly old beliefs that are no longer serving you. Change is your friend. Don't make it your enemy, because if it is, and you resist change, there'll be loss. Things now are happening for a reason, so allow it to flow freely and easily. Fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling, because once death gets a hold of you, this transformation is going to happen regardless. And the great thing about this is the Death card is ruled by Scorpio and Mars and Pluto. This is your card. It's saying, hey, the sun is going to start shining on you. Death is a beacon to conclusions. And now you're the phoenix rising from the egg-shaped ball of myrrh that combusted into flames, and the bird is in rebirth. And this is what's happening. It's a transit to a new chapter in your life. It's cathartic. And here you'll see in the center card is the Fool, and he'll be freed by death's transformation. And the clarification card for death is the Wheel of Fortune. I think Scorpios thought they would never see that card again in their future. Oh my goodness. This old paths traveled lead to new forks in the road, new discoveries. The balance of life is changing, unveiling revolutionary prospects for you. But these all require transformations, adjustments, and the wisdom to ride the positive flow. Evil in the past can transmute into good fortune in the future. This is disorder making way for order. Change is at hand that dramatically sways from the status quo. And the one thing you have to do is let go of the past. The present is already the future, and the past is always present in our lives, but we can't let the past haunt us. The fate of the Wheel of Fortune is out of your hands, just like the transformation for death. This is happening. The fates of fortune are on your side, and the wheel is on the upswing for you. The main card above for your pelvic or sacrum is the Two of Pentacles. This is a card about decision, partnership, and balance. And it's only a natural progression for you to start making decisions now that you're going into a transformation. As I said, new things are coming, new discoveries, you're adjusting. And now you have to start making some good decisions. This is no time to drop the balls while they're in the air. And the clarification card is the Three of Wands. What an excellent card for next to a decision card. The Three of Wands is movement. You've made some decisions, and now the wheels are going around, and plans that you've made are becoming a reality. And for your spiritual awakening and your personal growth category, this is wonderful. The card for your solar plexus, for your sensing and feeling, It's the Six of Pentacles. It's a card of alms, giving to the poor, feeding the hungry. But here I'm kind of sensing it's something a little different, and it's on a cosmic level. It's more like the universe is finally being charitable to you, and the tides are turning in your favor. And this is being reinforced by all of the precursor cards that I just discussed, and also with the clarification card, the Sun. It's a new day dawning. It's offering clarity, understanding, fulfillment. Suddenly things are in focus. The lifeline rays of the sun are warming you. It's like a purification. This is an illumination of spiritual enlightenment. And illumination in Latin means spiritual enlightenment. But here simplicity comes into play. It boils down to freedom of complexities, honesty, sincerity, unpretentiousness with an indescribable feeling of wholeness of your being. The sun's not only shining on you with enlightenment now, and knowing that you should act with simplicity, it's shining in you. The center card for your heart, or the heart of the situation, you receive the Fool. This is like pushing a reset button. It's time to reset everything. All the bad things are gone, and you're now on a new self-discovery of enlightenment and wisdom. You are spiritus, the breath of life. That's what the Fool is. He's willing to go on a new traverse and discover new things and do some self-discovery at the same time. And the clarification card is the Queen of Cups. Regardless of male or female, this is you again, Scorpio. Cups, emotions. The deep water, which is either tranquil or turbulent. But here she's looking into a cup with the cover over it. And it's saying, use your intuition. Allow it to guide you. On the bottom right for throat, for communicating and teachings, you receive the King of Swords. This man is a minor arcana card of the Emperor. He uses words and has judgment. He controls his kingdom like the Emperor controls his empire. And it's now saying you're taking control of your life. But you're going to have to be careful because the sword's pointing up to the Devil card. But we'll get to that. Now the clarification card for the King of Swords is the Empress. This is the energy of the Emperor and the Empress. The King of Swords is like the Emperor. It's just a minor arcana card. So you've got the inevitable couple of materialism. You have the Empress, which is Alamada, the mother of all, the nurturing mother, Mother Earth, the one that oversees your senses, brings fertility and beauty, opens up new projects because of this fertility. And she's paired with the King of Swords, the smaller paternal father, the one that runs his kingdom like a father runs his home. And this is an excellent yin and yang balance of male and female. Up above in the third eye, or what you're seeing and envisioning, is the Devil. This would be bondage, hedonism, some type of addictions, maybe a denial, pitfalls for the shadow self. There's some choices to be made here, and it wants you to slow down. It wants you to think, not get tangled up in a web of problems. You're finally feeling some freedom and opportunities. And the clarification card is the Knight of Pentacles. I like this guy. He trots along real slowly, and typically he accumulates things as he goes along, so that in reality he becomes very wealthy. And here this card is saying to slow down, Don't let the devil get a grip on you. Face your fears and overcome them. Now up above, the crown for knowing and understanding is the High Priestess. She's bringing a cosmic connection to this all, and here the Queen of Cups is down in the heart of the matter. She's connected to that because they're both about intuition. But the Queen of Cups is about an earthly plane, and the High Priestess is about a celestial plane. And the High Priestess always whispers to us very subtle messages, and we have to slow down in order to hear them. The clarification card is the Queen of Wands. Typically, she's the one that forces you to look at where you came from, where you're at now, and where you want to go, and connect them to consequences. And with the Devil card underneath, that may be one of the reasons that she showed up there. But another one is that you should have a posture of undistracted calm. Don't get tricked into impatience. It's telling you to mellow out and don't become annoyed at irritating things. And she's also more like an earthly seer for ambition, determination, growth, and inner strength. And this connects to the past card on the bottom left, the Strength card. I usually think of this as taming of the beast and identifying the beast within other people, but I'm kind of looking at it differently, that you were more taming the adversities of the cosmos and the universe and what the cosmos and the universe handed to you. You have now mastered many of your challenges that you felt like might have mastered you in the past, but no longer. You have spiritual, mental, and physical strength. And the future card on the right is the Ace of Cups. How wonderful. Cups, Scorpio, given a new beginning. Just like the Death card for transformation in the Wheel of Fortune. There's a bud of new beginnings struggling to bloom. This is only a promise, but you have to stay away from the devil. Make some good decisions. Continue with the strength. Continue with the sun shining on you and in you, and listening to the High Priestess. And you'll find deeper and more fulfilling emotional love. Love for your significant other, love for family, and love for friends. Okay, the Durian Virtue card is patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And then, as I said, you're transforming. You're not there yet, and plus you're just given the Ace of Cups as a promise. You're moving on. This is the new beginning. And it is time to study and gather information and learn as much as you can, because that's going to bolster any decisions you make. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.